I'm John Leonard. I'm a lawyer in Denver, Colorado with Fairfield and Woods. We do a series of videos for our clients, friends of the firm, those that are interested out in the general public about areas of law and generally where they connect with businesses, in this case, nonprofits. We're talking to Melanie Bartlett. We just did a video on a very general video on private foundations. We want to talk a little bit more about some specific issues with private foundations. I guess there's an amount that private foundations need to give out. You mentioned in the prior video, what's that amount? And how is that calculated? How is that figured?
Right. We generally talk about, right, the distributable amount that a foundation has to get out the door every year. That's generally in the 5% range. I mean, there's other factors that come into play. And that's like the bare minimum. We're seeing a lot of clients who want to actually tap into that other, like the 95%, right? I mean, yes, it's great. You're getting money out the door and then your other money is sitting in investments. But what if you could make impact in your community with that money? So that's where we get into program related investments.
What is a program? You mentioned that in the prior video. What is a program related investment?
So these are considered qualifying distributions. So they're good distributions for the foundation to make. They show up on the right side of kind of the outdoor on our Form 990 when we're telling the IRS what we're doing for the year. So these are maybe not your typical investments. Maybe you want to make a loan to a community organization just getting off the ground. Maybe you want to provide tuition or a loan to a student who just doesn't have the means. Maybe they're in a foreign country. So they're not just your send the money out the door, give us a report at the end of the day. It's actually you're maybe again getting repaid back that money, but it's a way to tap in.
Money that gets recycled.
Yes.
It's money that can come back in.
Yes.
Could you, as a program related investment, could you invest in a company and buy stock?
Depends. So all the program related investments have to be tied to our tax exempt status and what our purpose. So we go back, and if a client wants to make some kind of investment, well, what were we formed for? What do our bylaws say? What our articles say? Like, what did we tell the IRS? Like, why are we tax exempt?
Right. Well, the jargon today is impact invest.
Yes.
So if there's that type of impact investing you've probably heard about, you could fund it out of a private foundation like this, and it would count towards, obviously it would count towards your 5% that you need to distribute each year. What about self-dealing? You mentioned in the prior video, self-dealing and other traps for the unwary. Want to talk some more about that?
Right. So a lot of times we are talking about the family foundations, and the family has other assets. Maybe they have a family office, maybe they have real estate. So when we talk about self-dealing, we really have to watch out because you can't have certain transactions with related parties. Again, that being the foundation and either the founder, the board members, a related company, a corporation, LLC. So we have to structure it. Not that a lot of things are prohibited, but there are ways to structure relationships that are proper and don't.
Probably a good idea to call Melanie before you do something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, look, we've done 2 videos on private foundations. We're going to do another one on public charities here in a moment. But if you want to learn more about private foundations, we have 2 videos for you, how to set one up, some general traps for the unwary, opportunities like program related investments, and any other follow-up information. You can get a hold of Melanie at her contact information at the end of this video. Thanks for joining us today, Melanie.
Thank you.
Yeah.